We are back at Belebat. Hey, sweetie. Can you believe that we are back? Hello!
Always the camera.
Always. How are you?
Good to see you. Yeah.
How are you?
Oh, we missed you. Happy New Year! After a full year of planning, we are back at Chateau de Belebat. And this time, we're not just staying as regular guests. This time around, we get a preview of what it's like to manage the chateau as hosts. Our training? Care of Jeff and Oscar. As owners of Chateau de Belebat, they've restored the gites beside the chateau into beautiful apartments that welcome guests from all over the world. Monty and I received our long-stay visa, and our intention is to stay in France for a period longer than 90 days so that we can learn what French country living is really like. And what better way to kick it off than to have a masterclass in chateau management from our dear friends who have lived in this chateau for 15 years. They had planned on a short break to see some family, so Monty and I volunteered to take care of the chateau while they were away. We had about a week to take the crash course, so it was resting for the first couple days, and then it was chateau training. On the agenda was learning how to collect eggs and tend to the chickens, making the beds and preparing the gites for the guests, taking care of the cats, and learning our way around the chateau so that we can confidently know how things work. We'd hate to interrupt their holiday with an emergency, so it's always good to know things like where to find power switches and how to reset the internet, among other things. So we have been at Belebat for a week, and so far we have been busy. So we have met the chickens. So there is a good number of chickens that we're going to be taking care of. So we know now how to collect the eggs, clean up coop, check food and water. It's really easy stuff, and we get to do that morning and evening. What are you doing?
Preparing for the Arctic winter.
Just after sunset is when we're supposed to check on the chickens. So we're going to learn about that tonight, right now. It's dark, but that's because it's sunset. So we're supposed to wait, check the coop, count chickens, collect eggs, and all
outside.
that. We're like prepared for the Arctic winter.
Do these chickens understand how cold we are as human beings?
They don't care. Look at them.
It's 14 chickens.
Can you do
So I had 2 on the other side, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You got 14?
Yep,
Okay.
all are here. There's another egg there. Usually the eggs are mostly on that side.
Okay.
This one, he actually likes to go after your hand like that, but it doesn't really, it just feels like
Yeah.
it's more freaky than anything.
Yeah.
It
No
doesn't
worries.
really hurt. It doesn't leave any marks. It
worries.
just, but I like to pet him.
It's very shiny.
Yeah. So,
So it just, but if you saw him going at you, like,
yeah. She will be like that. I won't be like that.
Oh, excuse you.
the white, yeah, 7.
I got a little bit of a masterclass on making beds with Oscar, which I am so happy to learn because I have been dying to know his secrets. I mean, the first time we stayed at Belebat, we stayed at Le Barn, and the first time I saw that bed, I was like, oh my God. It was amazing. I felt like really I was staying at a 5-star hotel. So I got really excited when Oscar invited me to learn how to make the beds. I'm like, yeah, I would love to learn how to make the beds your way.
Okay, I will fold it there. So then it's easier. And when I was there, here,
Okay.
I need you to now grab the corners. I'm gonna have to make sure that they're in all the corners.
It was most definitely a fabulous masterclass, but these aren't my secrets to reveal, so maybe I'll save that for when Oscar is ready to tell the world about making the chateau beds Belebat style. But as the student, I'm proud of my newly acquired skills, which I intend to keep practicing for when we finally have our own chateau. After a few days of taking the crash course, it was time for me and Monty to put our new knowledge and skills to the test. We were very careful about the chickens and made sure we counted that there were a total of 14. We were told that foxes come around sometimes, but not during this time of year yet. Regardless, it's better to be careful because we'd hate to lose a chicken on our watch.
Hey, so we collected another batch of eggs. I don't know, how many do you think are in this basket?
Lots.
Lots of eggs. So, I guess we're gonna make another frittata.
The chickens laid around 6 to 7 eggs daily, and within a couple weeks, they were laying 8 to 9 eggs a day. They were very productive. Between the two of us, it was a lot of eggs to eat, so I got a bit creative. We also left some eggs for the guests. Preparing the gites requires attention to detail, especially for the one-of-a-kind experience that Belebat delivers. Nothing beats years of experience when it comes to this, but our goal is to at least get as close as we can to Jeff and Oscar's standard.
So now we have all of the amenities that we need. I mean, at least what I can carry. And we're going to prep the gatehouse so that the guests have all of what they need for a comfortable stay.
The month was somewhat busy, and there were 5 sets of guests that stayed at the different gites during our chateau management initiation, so to speak. We were told about the realities of Airbnb from other friends that hold rental properties, about how sometimes there are difficult and demanding guests, and others that may leave the property in complete disaster. But consider us lucky because Belebat's guests were all wonderful and a lot of fun. After a few weeks of us playing hosts, Jeff, Oscar, and the kids were back home. Shortly after they arrived, we learned a new activity that Monty really enjoyed: recycling bottles at the Marie. I never thought he'd like breaking bottles so much, but hey, you learn something new every day.
How much footage are you taking? You can put the caption, Christmas party. Yes. 2024.
Caring for Belebat was an honor and a rewarding experience. It wasn't all peachy. Tending to the chickens and the coop was out of our comfort zone, having zero experience with farm animals, and the cold weather made it challenging to move around. But really, it wasn't anything that a little teamwork couldn't figure out. And that's possibly the greatest thing that Monty and I learned about this whole experience. To run a chic chateau stay like Belebat that has 5 gites, farm animals, not to mention all the headaches that come with managing property, it takes a solid team. And that's what Jeff and Oscar have: strong teamwork. We've only got a taste of what they've experienced for years as Airbnb hosts of a Renaissance chateau. And in the short time we had walking in their shoes, we recognized how much patience and dedication it truly takes to deliver something this special. Overall, what a fabulous way to learn about chateau life. It's a life we highly recommend you try at least once, but if it's your first time, maybe try chateau life as a guest first. Belebat would be a great place to start, if only to try these extremely comfortable beds. If you enjoyed watching our stories on chateau life, subscribe because we're definitely posting more videos. See you on our next one.